Hello YouTube, hello McTown, it's me, McTown the Win. I'm gonna read this first for you. First severe reaction to the COVID vaccine reported in the US. 10 minutes after receiving the Pfizer vaccine, a healthcare worker at a hospital in Alaska was rushed to the ER with severe rash, shortness of breath. Doctors say she had no known previous reaction to medicines, unlike two people in the UK also developed severe allergic reactions. Now, this right here. Now, I'm not talking trash. It's not. It's the drug companies, not directly the medical community. Not completely blaming them. I'm blaming the fact that this virus was heavily politicized. Am I like the reason why I laughed at these people? It's because what they don't realize is when you politicize, let me break this to you. When you politicize something and you virtue signal, the biggest thing is virtue signaling. In case you don't know, I'm black. I am, if you would let it be, I am an African American. I don't trust Democrat or Republican. I'm a second libertarian. I don't trust neither party. I am straight down the middle. My grandfather fought in World War II. My grandfather told her to pass down his knowledge from World War II of the atrocities of the Tuskegee Project, where the U.S. government injected African Americans with syphilis. Now, I apologize to medical personnel that is not going to like what I'm going to say. But quite frankly, being that there's been long-lasting damage that has been done in the name of science. Oh, I almost forgot the gynecology project that was performed on slaves. All in need for the advancements of science. So not only did they know that these were human beings, they did it anyway. So don't let the parrot get over the fire. Piss on that. I'm not scrubbing out. I'm not putting my doggone fist in the air for nothing. Because my life don't even matter to black people. Because I'm not performing any crimes. I'm not out there freaking lobbing Molotov cocktails. So, don't expect me to march and protest or anything. I don't care anymore. But don't expect me to trust it. Do not expect me to trust somebody that politicized, that pushes a vaccine to get in office on either party. You're better off pissing in the freaking hurricane force winds. And don't forget to piss up at a 45-degree angle. So when you tell me that the posthumous and Rivers procedure was followed, or the Cox procedure was followed, don't expect me to believe you. Because normal vaccines to anything the vaccines have to be isolated. I know this. Vaccines have to be isolated, and they have to be purified. And anybody with a medical professional knows this, or with any type of virology background knows this. I don't have a virology background. As I said, the disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor. So when you tell me that that the standard procedure for dealing with viruses was followed, don't feel bad that I don't believe you. Because either one of two things. It was rushed and the corners were cut, or it was patented. Don't expect me to believe in medical professionals until further notice, until they prove otherwise, that they have earned my trust. I ain't afraid to die. I really ain't. I'm not afraid to die. I've made peace with my mortality. Yes, I'm only 33 years old. I'm in my 30s. But guess what? I could die tomorrow and not care. I could go to sleep and not wake up tomorrow and not care. Well, then again, for the most part, I don't care because I'm already dead. Thing is, material, like I said, trying to live forever? Huh. Look here, you can't get out of life alive. When it comes to a choice between trusting a medical professional that was highly politicized and dying, well, just let me bleed out. Just let me bleed out. This is coming from a person, but that by the time they turn 41 is going to have a DNR. By the time they turn 40, it's going to be going with a DNR. Do not resuscitate. Do not treat. If I can get it at 35, I'm going to get it at 35. The younger I can get it, the better it is. Do not resuscitate. Do not treat. Let me go. I have no children. I have no wife. I don't care. And as a National Guardsman, being that a vaccine was politicized, do you honestly think that I'm going to, in good conscience, support a COVID-19, vaccinating random citizens? Vaccinating fellow American citizens? No. No. You're out of your freaking mind. As I said, thank Trump, thank Pence, thank Biden and Harris. Because now seen as nothing more than you are now been reduced to a snake oil salesman, Mr. or Mrs. Doctors. So, by them politicizing it, what they should have did was they should have left it alone and let the doctors do their work. You'd have had a lot better results. You'd have had a lot better results. A lot better results. So thank the politicians for doing such a bang-up job in not only dragging down the American people's trust in them, but dragging down the American people's trust in the medical community. Bravo. Bravo. I mean, come on. I honestly couldn't have done a better job. And thank the World Health Organization in praising China, in praising the CCP, the Communist Chinese Party, in covering up this pandemic. I mean, come on. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. It was a brilliant ruse. It was brilliant. You know, virus somehow escapes during an election year. Oh boy, come on. Come on. Come on, you honestly think it's a bring, and now I'm not even going to say nothing until the next part to the rolling till 50. But just a little something to think about. I don't do this for the subscriptions. I don't do this for the likes. I just say what I'm just connecting the dots. Unless you got a better connect the dot page. I mean, look here. Look, I'm getting shadow banned. I don't care. Look at this. I'm getting shadow banned. I'm getting discredited. I don't care. I'm just connecting the dots as I see it. If you don't like it, maybe you should take it up with some of these politicians. Just saying. Maybe you should, I don't know, have some of these politicians apologize to the medical community and the American citizens. Just saying. And the funny thing is as a black American, at least until November 8th, according to Biden, as a black American, if this doesn't send red flags in everybody's mind, that means that their parents and their grandparents have not done their job. So, forgive me if I lose faith in the medical community. It's not just your fault. It's the politicians' fault. It's the World Health Organization's fault. It's the CCP's fault. And those two dipwads that decided to go traveling on a cruise ship when they just should have ate the doggone charges to their account and went on the next one. This is McTown the Wind signing off.